Hello, learners. Warm welcome. In this session, we'll be discussing on the various characteristics of management. That is the nature of management. Actually, what are the principles that are governing the management, and what is the essence of management, and what type of role the management plays in an organization? These are all things that we are going to have some idea, right? So, because when you're going to practice the management, when you're going to manage something, we should know that. So, what actually the management is all about, and what are the basic characteristics, and what is the essence of management, and what are the principles that govern the management? We have to have some idea, right? So, as per the first characteristic is concerned, management is a universal application that is pervasive in nature. Okay, it is not only confined to one particular segment or one particular industry. Across the sectors, across the industries, on different organization, whether it is a profit organization or non-profit organization, whether it is a locally operated or internationally operated, or it is a small size or micro organization or medium-sized enterprises, irrespective of the size, irrespective of the purpose that you are, you have started the organization, this management is, and the management principles are very much applicable, right? So in the definitions, we have seen that management is a process where we are trying to achieve the organizational objective. So for any organization which exists in the society, definitely they need the achievement of the stated objectives, for which you need a professional management, right? So the management is applicable everywhere, okay? And it involves certain basic activities or steps such as planning, organizing, staffing, leading, controlling, all these things. These are the things very common in any organization, right? From the petty shop to very MNC company, this management concept is very much applied. Wherever you're looking for results, and wherever you're involved with some people, the management comes into the picture. So universal application or pervasive in nature. When you see the second characteristic of management, as we already seen that management is all about getting things done through others. Why we should get the things done in order to achieve the organizational objective, right? So the primary purpose of management, why I go for management, why I practice management, why I just give so much of importance to management means because I want to achieve my organizational objective much more effectively and efficiently, right? So whatever the steps I am taking, whatever the efforts I am taking in the organization, in the management cadre, it is all to achieve the stated objective or given objective, right? So when you take the organization, we just see the different domains or different areas like marketing management or financial management or HR management. Marketing management, they have their own objective, and what are the efforts they are putting across in order to achieve the stated objectives of marketing department. Likewise, financial management, they have some financial management objectives, and what are the efforts they are taking up, that is in order to achieve the finance department objectives, right? So any efforts, any activities that you carry out in the management process, they're all goal oriented, right? So what the goal I'm having it, in order to achieve that, I'm taking the steps. So management is also goal oriented, and beyond the goal or deviating from the goal, the management activities will not be there. So that is the second nature of management. When you come to the third component dimension, is that it is a continuous process. As you have seen that in the definition, and of course, we are so far seeing that management is a process which involves certain steps. Okay, but again, it is not going to end. So right from planning, then we go for organizing, then we go for staffing, directing, controlling. So when we ensure that the goals are achieved, again, new goals comes into picture, new tasks, new challenges comes into picture. Again, the planning process, it starts. Okay, so the planning process, it's never, this management process, it never ends. Once a task is completed, automatically we go to the next task. So again, the planning comes into picture, then organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, and achievement of the organization goal. Then again, planning, organizing, staffing, directing goal, then achievement of the stated goal, right? So that is how the management is an ongoing process. It involves cycle of activities. It involves all this planning, execution, monitoring, adjustment process. A continuous manner. It is not a one-time event, right? It is a continuous effort, and in order to ensure the sustained success. So that is another characteristic of management, that is continuous process. Then when you come to the other characteristics of management, it is a multidisciplinary, right? So when I'm into the management process, when I'm managing the people, I'm taking some input from different disciplines like economics, like psychology, sociology, entrepreneurship, impression research, I'm from different domains. So in order to manage the people, in order to manage my different activities like pricing, or will I go for branding, or will I go for some CSR? So whatever the management activities, whatever things I'm involved into, I need some input from different disciplines. Of course, different disciplines, they help the management field to take the right decisions. Okay, to coordinate the people. The psychology helps to help the manager to deal with the people like employees or other stakeholders or customers. Likewise, when you take up the economics, it helps you to fix up the price and again to determine the demand, other things, the economics helps to you, right? So likewise, every subject, so many subjects, they are involved in helping the managers to take the right decisions. Actually, the knowledge from the different domains, so they are being integrated in the fields of management so as to address the complex challenges, right? So it is a multidisciplinary nature, and we cannot confine with only one specific domain or one specific field of knowledge, right? And when you come to the other characteristics of management, it is the interpersonal interaction, right? So already we have seen the definition itself. It's all about getting the things done through others. So when you are getting the things done through others means you are supposed to interact with the people. You have to have a strong interpersonal skill, because you have to deal with the people, whether it is a superior or subordinate or colleagues or the external people. It may be like suppliers or competitors, sometimes government agencies, banker people. Okay, so if at all you want to carry out your managerial responsibilities, you have to have a very strong interpersonal skills. Okay, and not only that, it's not only getting things done, but at the same time, you have to motivate others, you have to build a relationship with others. For all these things, you have to have a strong interpersonal interaction. When you're not able to have interpersonal interaction or best interpersonal skill, then management is a much more difficult task for us, right? So this is the another nature or characteristics where interpersonal interaction or interpersonal skill is much more necessary. Then again, the management is all about optimizing the resources. As we already seen that management is all about getting the things or achieving the results more effectively and efficiently. Effectively means it is the achievement of the goal, whereas efficiently means using the minimal resources to give the maximum output. So this is what expected by the company also. So how far you are giving the best result by using the resources more optimally. In the sense, you are not going to underutilize them, you are not going to overutilize them. You are going to achieve the whatever resources are required, you are optimally using the resources. The resources, again, it includes like manpower, like finance, the material, the technology, again, the methods, equipment, machineries, everything comes with the resources. How best you are using the resources, that determines the level of success of the management, right? So management is all about resource optimization. Okay, and the nature of management is about the decision making. As I said earlier, whenever you want to make or you want to manage something, choices will be there, alternatives will be there for any challenge, for any problem that stands before you. And you have to have a clear idea, you have to have a clear understanding which alternative I can go for, which choice we have to pick it up. So for which you need enormous decision making, because in any organization, manager, they're continuously involved in the decision making process. Always they involved in the decision making process, whether it is HR manager or finance manager or marketing manager, whoever it may be. Okay, when we want to take some marketing decisions, right? So for example, I go for product decision. What type of product I got to produce? I have to make the decision. What type of ingredients I have to use? Then I have to make the decision. From which vendor I have to go for. I have to make decision because I have so many options. Vendor 1, vendor 2, vendor 3, vendor 4, right? So we have to get lot of information. I have to consider the different options available to me, and I have to select the best course of action, because that comes, which will be the more effective and efficient to my organization. That I have to ensure, right? So management is all about the decision making, right? And again, the change adaptation. Okay, so as I said earlier, so management is nothing but is creating an environment or ecosystem where every resources are coordinately, they're working together in order to achieve the organizational objective. So in such things, so there may be a lot of changes may happen, both internal environment and also the externally also. And this management, process should facilitate such changes. And you have to ensure that adapting the or coping up with the changes that are happening both internally and externally, right? So that is all. Again, because we are saying that it may not be for only one particular scenario. It cannot be for one particular arena where you are have to have management, but it's almost going to be a pervasive nature. Okay, so it must be flexible, adaptive, and it must guide the organization through the whether what are the changes that are happening outside us, whether the technology change or market change, the competition change, anything it can be. Even the customer preferences also may change. But management should ensure that the company is coping up with the expectation of the customers. Okay, so that is all. The change and adaptation is yet another thing the management has to take care. And when you see to the other characteristics, it's all about the leadership. And already we have seen that it is all getting things done through others. So how you can make the other people to do the thing, carry out their own responsibilities. Again, you have to have a strong leadership, right? So a manager should be able to inspire the people. They should be able to guide the people. They should be able to influence the individuals so as to achieve the organizational objective. Right. So they have to create an environment where everybody is motivated. They have to create an environment where everybody is working collaboratively in order to achieve the organizational objective, for which you need a strong leadership, for which you need a vibrant leadership. And again, its management is all about having such a vibrant leadership also. So that is another nature of management. And when you come to the decision what you're going to have, as I've already seen that we're all working for the organization, we're all working for the company's benefit, but at the same time, it must be not at the cost of the ethical practices, right? So, but because whatever the decisions you're going to take it up, whether it is related to product decision or the raw material what you're going to use, or when you're fixing up the price or supplying the whatever the decision you're going to have, definitely there will be an action where the company can profit much more, but that may harm the customers, that may harm the society, that may harm the government. It can be anything, right? So here the managers should ensure that what are the decisions they are going to convey, what are the decisions they are going to take it up, that should not affect or that should not cause any harm to the customer, society, or to the government. These are things they have to ensure that. So what are the ethical standards prescribed by the government? What are the legal aspects given by the government? We have to ensure that our decisions are not violating such standards, right? So this is the ethical consideration you have to ensure. Again, management is all about dealing in a complex system. You take any company, that is a small company or bigger company, whatever it may be, but definitely when you have a lot of variables, a lot of challenges, a lot of people with so much of policies, procedures, and responsibilities, accountabilities, no. So definitely you have it is not so a simple process. You cannot have a smooth riding as far as the managerial cadre concerned. Okay, so definitely because it is deal with the people. It's not only with the other physical resources. Maybe you are dealing with the people, and people will not be same. So definitely it will be a much more complex in nature. But we have to take the right choice. We have to take the right decision so as to ensure the achievement of the organization goal much more effectively. And again, along with the roles, along with the authority, along with the responsibility, the accountability also comes into picture. Managers are accountable for the outcome of the decision and actions what they are taking up. Right? So simply just like that, I cannot just go away. Whatever the outcome, whatever the consequence that happens because of my decision, what I have taken up. So it is a well understood. Right? As a manager, you have got every power. As a manager, you have got every authority. But at the same time, what are the consequences come? What are the outcomes come? These managers are only responsible. They are accountable for achieving the goals. They are accountable for, what are the results that has come out of their own decisions. So these are all the nature. These are all the characteristics of the management. And I hope you will have a better understanding about the different dimensions of management based on which the management concept has evolved. And if at all you want to have a better manager, you want to be a better manager, you have to see to that all these components are essentially present in your approach. Okay, so with the next concept, we'll go to in the next video. So thanks for watching. Thank you. Happy learning.